the players. Would you please welcome the winner of the Masters, a World Championship semi-finalist, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of 7 PDC titles, Hollywood. Ladies and gentlemen, a 2-time World Championship semi-finalist, the winner of the International Darts Open, the reigning Bahrain Darts Master. Ladies and gentlemen, the former Masters champion and a winner of the Lakeside Time to Meet, the Bullet, Stephen Bunting.
Doesn't get old, does it? Bunting versus Dobey then, 8th versus 7th in the table. And for these two, well now it's just about finishing strong, you feel, for both. They haven't got the results they would have wanted this season, to be honest. Maybe got the results at times that maybe their performance warranted, but they have both won a night, so at least they've done that. They just haven't been consistent enough, have they? Hence, being at the bottom of the table and not being up the other end. Well, one will walk away with at least a couple of points tonight. So who can grab those here then? To talk you through this one, I'll hand you over to Wayne Mardle and Dan Dawson.
Well, we know that these two are good enough to win a night in the Premier League. We know that they're good enough to win back-to-back nights in the Premier League, even though they haven't managed to do that before. But we're one of them. To win here tonight, win next week, maybe make the final in the last week. Could they sneak in to the top 4? That might be enough. It is the most last chance of all the last chance saloons.
They could turn into the ultimate spoilers, Dan.
They certainly could play a part.
Yeah, they really could. And this week, obviously, one of them's going to go out, but the one who carries on could spoil the prize party in a final. Who knows? But next week, Dobey's got Rob Cross and Stephen Bunting's got Gedwin Price. So they will have a say in who qualifies. And like I said, will they be the spoilers, or will they just kind of roll over
59.
It's been difficult for them.
It has, but there hasn't been much rolling over, has there? I mean, Stephen Bunting had ample opportunity to roll.
Yeah, I was being a bit unkind there.
140.
Yeah, Bunting could have folded after 8 weeks after not winning a game, but no, he did not. He won a week. Brilliant in Berlin.
128.
And there's a big old difference in the prize money. Well, quite a big difference between 8th and 7th and 6th and maybe 5th. Looking at 15 grand difference.
Oh, it's a night's pay then, night's pay.
For some.
I know. Well, so far, we have seen Get-A-Win Price beat Rob Cross. Don't ask me how. Luke Littler beat Nathan Aspinall. Don't ask me how. Luke Humphries beat Michael Van Gerwen. We know how because he was better than Michael Van Gerwen. And the winner of this game will play the world #1, Luke Humphries.
Well, it's not the worst miss in the world because he is down to a finish, but this is an excellent start from Hollywood. Finished off with a plonk.
Didn't really settle in that leg, Stephen. These two met a few months ago. It was a real big game. It felt a big game. They were both struggling at the bottom. I know they still are, but their performances, some of them have been decent. Well, better than decent, very good. But they both succumbed to the nerves that night, Dan, didn't they? Tried too hard.
Yeah, I think they'll probably both look back, unless something extraordinary happens in these last 3 weeks. I think that was probably the low point.
Yeah.
There have been highs. Nightly win for both of them.
100.
Which is what we expect. We expect all of these guys are capable. Every single year, if you make it into this lineup, you are one of the world's very best. The thing is, you put 8 clones of Luke Littler or 8 clones of Luke Humphries in there. One of them's going to finish bottom.
Correct. Yeah, Michael Van Gerwen, 0 wins so far, along with Rob Cross. Maybe we did not expect that. Another treble to leave tops. Slack.
He might not have as much time with which to play as it looked. Yeah, Dobey breathing down his neck now.
He'll like that. Ooh, wow. Recovered well after that poor dart at tops. That wouldn't have felt good going that low. Good finish. Yeah, Dan's already mentioned the prize money for positions, and if Bunting can win this game and then maybe go on and win the evening, he would go above Chris Dobey. And it matters, Dan. Matters. Forget the money, it matters to the player.
Certainly does.
140.
Both of these guys have won titles away from the Premier League this year as well. So again, they're doing good things.
Bunting's the world #4.
Yeah.
That's how good he's been. And Chris, the world #8. They are the elite, and this is where they belong.
Bunting's been a little unfortunate at the minute. He'll be desperate just to get the win because he's on a little 5-game losing streak. A couple of early exits in the Premier League, a couple of early exits on the Euro Tour as well. He's had 100 averages in a couple of these games. But that has been the story of Stephen Bunting's year so far.
58.
Yeah, he's found winning games difficult, hasn't he? Darts is difficult to win at in the current climate, and Bunting's proving it.
180 number 2, and they both come from Stephen Bunting this one. And now Dobey's under pressure.
Well, given no mistakes, Bunting will get a dart at a double.
Stephen, you require 64.
Took out a nice 97 in the previous leg. Okay, double 18.
40 seconds. Chris, you require 44.
Not a route I've seen him employ.
I'm a little surprised.
But this is familiar from Dobey.
12.
Unfortunately for him, that's been a little too
Stephen,
familiar
you
in
Yes.
this Premier League.
require 18.
Well, Stephen has had the fewest darts at a double in the Premier League. So when generally he's getting a poke, he's under the cosh. And that is what's happened as well.
Chris, you require 32.
Well, that is one of the downfalls of leaving double 18. And ultimately he's paid the price. Bunting getting stuck on double 9, left with a dart in his hand and nothing to do, and ends up losing the leg.
Yeah, generally when Stephen Bunting has come back for a double in this Premier League, he has been under it. He's seldom even though he's played well down, he's averaging 97 over the whole Premier League so far, which is world class, of course, but he's seldom had a visit that hasn't meant anything. It doesn't matter if I miss, I'm coming back anyway. It's not really happened for him.
108.
Well, 3 legs running, he's hit maximums. But you are right, there's been no let up.
Yeah.
There's been no nice... We saw Luke Littler tonight, who is so free and easy that he can go up there and enjoy himself. Stephen Bunting's not been allowed to do that.
No.
Because he is constantly, I need to win this game, I need to win this visit. And it's constant.
Yeah, it's difficult, it really is. It becomes stifling, it kind of takes your breath away. They're all at it now.
Starting on the ball, treble 13, and drags it.
81.
Made sure the 13. It's a good dart.
170.
Will he get a poke for 2-2, or is this going to go? Well, it's good grouping.
60 seconds. Stephen, you require 40.
Low on tops again, but tidies up on double 10. Just like a couple of legs ago when Chris Dobey was stranded on 104.
Yeah, as a professional darts player, low on tops never feels good.
57.
The millisecond you let go, you oh, give me it back. Doesn't have his usual rhythm tonight, Stephen Bunting. Just struggling a little, isn't he?
As I said, it's been a while since he's had that winning feeling. His 5-game losing streak. Got to go back to him beating Luke Littler, in fact, in the semi-finals in Rotterdam for the last time he won a game.
If that doesn't sum up Stephen Bunting's year, nothing does.
Smashed Littler out there with 106 average and then didn't win a game for 3 weeks.
Well, a 4th max here would help him. Oh, that was awful. Oh my word, that took my breath away.
Not a bad recovery, though.
I think he was flexing his arm out there where he's put all his tendons out. Oh, wow.
140.
And the players feel it, let me tell you. When you've thrown a poor dart, you can't believe what you've done. All the hours of practice over the years, and he can still get the timing so wrong at times.
90 seconds. Chris, you require 152.
A couple of visits from here. May only need the one. Double 16.
120.
And because of a few wayward darts in this leg, Bunting is not on a finish. It's simple now, look. 39 for 24, what do you fancy?
133. Chris, you require 32.
Some lovely stuff from Stephen Bunting towards the back end of the leg that is worth absolutely nothing.
6 legs, Stephen at first.
3-2, 5 legs played, everything going with throw at the moment. That continues. Chris Dobey will be a happy bunny. 4 180s from Stephen Bunting.
There's been a lot of good visits.
There's another.
Oh,
96.
Oh, that looks good. That is good. It is perfect.
when he's at it, Chris Dobey is a maximum hitting machine. Now all he needs is a little 1-4-1.
65.
Crack on, Chris.
Chris, you require 141.
Couldn't keep it going. But what he has done is potentially give himself a great chance to get in the first break.
160.
Just not happened for Stephen
60. Chris, you require
Yet.
58.
should get 2 darts and does for 4-2, and then we'll have the darts.
Game shot to 6.
This is how you turn a game around. It's a cracking leg, it really was. What on earth? Oh, right, okay. Darts is fun, isn't it?
81.
We all saw that coming.
Every big score from Dobey feels like another tap of that hammer into a nail in Bunting's Premier League coffin.
This is how good Chris is. We know he's good. He's the world number 8. He's in the Premier League. I don't feel like he's played that well, Dan. I just don't.
And yet,
he's
averaging a ton.
Yes.
Which is what he did 3 games running when he won the night in Rotterdam.
Correct. That's how good Chris Dobey is, and how he can be on a regular basis. Just not happened.
Yeah, look, he was the #1 all last year in the floor tournaments. This year he's carrying on doing similar stuff. The big stage form has eluded him. It's not been good on big stages this year from Chris Dobey, but it's still there.
Yeah.
140.
And when you are fighting it out at the bottom of the table, it's hard to relax. We've already said that about Stephen Bunting, haven't we? He's just not had time to breathe, not had room to breathe.
Chris, you require 80.
For 5-2. Doesn't like it. Needs to avoid that first dart, which he has done.
40. Stephen, you require 110.
So low. Can't make up for it with dart 2. And that last one was thrown quickly and in frustration, and there's been a lot of that from Stephen Bunting this year.
Yeah, his timing's just been real off this evening.
Game shot to 7th.
Whereas Dobey just going about his business. He's doing a lot right. He really is. It's not one of those performances that you're going to look back on thinking, wow, that was incredible, because he's done similar a lot over the last few years, but it's just a real professional job.
Accomplished.
Yes, wish I'd have said it like that.
100.
Stephen will be fearing the worst, but he'll carry on fighting.
93.
Here we go, the inconsistencies tonight.
Only 5 trebleless visits in 7 and a bit legs for Chris Dobey. I know he threatened the 9 darts, but in general, it's not been a night of fireworks from Dobey. It's been a night of just real solid play.
You wouldn't want to play him playing like this for a living, would you? Imagine this every game.
Quite. And that's why we've seen him go on deep runs at things like the World Championship, because he can turn up halfway through December and just play like this for 3.5 weeks, and it is so hard to beat.
What can he leave off this?
Stephen, you require 101.
Well, you would have thought that if he doesn't take it out, he will come back. That's what the odds suggest. Double 12.
89.
Like you said, Dan, too low, too often.
150.
2 treble 19s. Can't get started on that particular one, so Stephen Bunting will return. Usually pretty good over on this right-hand side of the board. It's right in line with where he stood.
Stephen, you require 12.
Oh, nice dart. Like I said, he will not have given up. It's about creating a chance now to break Dobey and taking it.
97.
3 legs needed the hard way for Bunting, though 2 against the throw, and he hasn't managed to break the Dobey throw at any point in this game as yet.
Yeah, don't let facts get in the way of a story, then. Come on now. It's a good start. Well, it's decent from Chris, but another 2 treble visit. 3 maybe. He did just so many of those. Oh my word. Oh. Hope he's all right after that.
Dobey grinding away, 1 treble per visit.
Yeah. It's brutal. You just follow. You're following, knowing that a ton's not enough. And maybe a 140 is okay up until the next visit of your opponent.
Just opens the door in this leg.
That was the last start of Stephen. Not good.
He had a look at 150 to win the match, couldn't get it started. How about 144?
It's been a great leg from Stephen. We know he's thrown a couple of poor darts, but he's still on. A double. Does he get a poke? Needs to go on the outside of this. The inside, it becomes difficult. Oh, I did well there. Did really well.
Well, the Dobey throw is broken for the first time tonight, and Stephen Bunting now has the darts, looking to force a last leg decider.
There's been quite a lot of drama in these games this evening.
Mismatched darts from Rob Cross in our opener. Nathan Aspinall missed 9 darts over the last 2 legs of his game with Luke Littler when it looked like he had him beaten. Luke Humphries looked like he had Michael Van Gerwen beaten, but only managed to come through 6-4.
59.
And Chris Dobey, well, he was cruising to victory, but he's lost the last couple of legs.
Yep. Credit to Stephen Bunting here. Left double 18 after 12 in the previous leg. Having struggled actually with the timing of the throw. So to do that, under pressure, credit. The ability under pressure from all of these. That's why they're in the Prem.
Not enough to leave a finish, so Bunting knows this can be a set-up turn.
Or does he go for it, Dan?
No. Category.
After timer.
137.
That is a set-up from Stephen Bunting, what he was always planning to do, of course.
If he finds a way to win this game, that should give him such a boost.
38. Stephen, you require 24.
For 5-5. Well, he's hit this before. He's hit it again. Just
Stephen Bunting.
credit where it's due, because the way he's felt during this game, to still be in there, battling away against the real decent performance from Chris Dobey, is testament not only to his ability, Dan, but his mental fortitude.
Absolutely. As pleasing a mental image as it may be, Stephen Bunting is not rolling over to have his tummy tickled.
Yes. Oh, what an image. Oh, thank you. Found one. That puts the pressure back on Christopher. What an escape this would be from Bunting.
We said that these two, even if the playoffs are beyond them, which isn't mathematically certain right now, they could be spoilers, and Stephen Bunting might be about to spoil Chris Dobey's hopes here.
Yes. They will have a say, you feel sure about that. If they win or lose, they'll have a say.
That is a classy visit from Dobey, though.
Yeah.
It has been going against him for the last few minutes. It still is.
Yeah. Bunting from 5-3 down has been brilliant. Well, you said it was classy, and it really is. 180, 136 to leave tops. Is it going to be all in vain?
Going to the 11s to get a shot at the ball. Stephen Bunting! What a comeback! Chris Dobey cannot believe that the bullet has fired back from 5-2 down to nick the victory. In the last chance saloon game, it is Bunting who is still fighting away in the Premier League. It may be too much to reach the playoffs, but there's still a tiny little chance. 4 players will be going to the O2, and it's still up in the air which 4 that'll be.